Hi everybody. In this video, I'm going to explain to you what is the next phase of our project and what we have to do in the next 4 weeks. So we are in week number 12. Okay, so 12, 13, 14. So we have another 3 weeks. So mostly in the 15th week or in the 16th week, you will be having the Viva. That means your exam will be available. Okay, so you have another 3 weeks now, starting from today, and you are going to concentrate only the design part. Okay, already we have done analysis, planning. Now we are going for the designing part. So let me explain what you are going to do in these 3 weeks. Now I'm taking the workbook. So we already completed many things here in this workbook. So part one, analysis. So analysis we have already completed. That means writing the abstract. So abstract is a very important one. So abstract is going to be some maximum of 10 lines, okay, about your project. So this is going to be a brief problem statements. We have already completed this, okay, abstract. Then expected users of your system, administrator of your system, technology or the software to be used, okay. So all these things you have already completed, okay. This is writing the abstract. Then the next one is going to be the introduction. So writing the introduction for your project. So this also you have already completed. Okay. Then hardware and software requirements. What are the hardware and what are the software's requirement? So this also we already explained, and many not almost all the groups we have completed. Okay. So what are the hardware requirement for your project? What are the software requirements for your project? It is already done. Then development methodology. So this also I already explained to you. There are a lot of development methodologies available. You have to choose any one, okay, based on your project. Okay, so this also already we have completed. So you already selected any one method from this, and I asked you to explain that method. Okay, so what is the development methodology you are taking? Then what are the phases? So if you take any methodology, there will be some phases, some steps will be available. So you have to write about that and what is the reason, okay, for selecting that. Then finally, you have to explain all the phases, all the steps of the project. Sorry, of the methodology that you have selected. So this is also we have already completed. Then the next one is elicitation technique. So this is regarding the data collection. Okay, what is the method you are using? So there are a lot of methods available. Already I explained to you. Okay, the first one is the interview. Okay, the second one is the surveys. Okay, or literature survey. Okay, survey means you can create a form and you can collect the data. Okay, about your project. Okay, so there is going to be the survey. It could be an online survey or an offline survey. Then you can go for the literature survey. So literature survey means like reading the research papers. So the previous year's papers, okay, you can read it and you can write about it. So elicitation technique also I already explained to you. So what you have to do. So we have completed this phase also. Then the next one is going to be the system requirement specification. There are so many requirements available, okay, like functional requirements, non-functional requirements, general requirements, data requirements, okay, usability requirements, implementation requirements, performance requirements, operational requirements. Okay, so these are all the different types of requirements available. I already gave the instruction. You don't need to write everything. Okay. Depending upon your project, you can choose. Okay. I told I forgot maybe three to four. I think I already told you to select. Okay. Minimum three. Okay. You have to select and you have to write it. Okay. Then only you will have a good report. Okay. So minimum three requirements. So maximum if I'm going for 4 5 means it is well and good. Okay. It's up to you. But go for minimum three requirements. You have to select and write about it. Then the next one is okay, project planning. So project planning already I explained to you. Some groups they send their project planning and I give the feedback also. So what is that planning means? So you are having okay 2 semesters. That means 15 weeks, 15 weeks, totally 30 weeks available. So this 30 weeks you have to plan properly. Okay, you have to plan properly. So in one class we discussed about this very clearly. Okay, what is planning, how the planning should be available. Okay, I explained this in a very clear way. So your activities for your project, what are the list of activities or task, we can say as a task, or we can say list of activities. So make that first. Then how many weeks you are going to give for that, what is the dependency and who is the person. Okay, you are having 3 to 4 members in your group, so you can assign some person for this task. Now, there are a lot of examples available here. So these examples also I explained to you. So you have to convert, okay, the list. So this table, you have to convert into a network diagram. Okay, so this is a network diagram. So in this network diagram, you have to find what are the different paths available, how many different paths available. So what is the total cost for every path? And you have to find which is the critical path. Okay, which is a critical path and what is the duration. So critical path means the path which is going to have more time, which is taking more time, we are going to say it is a critical path. So every project, definitely there should be one critical path. Okay, there should be one critical path. So what is the critical path, you have to find it. So this is going to be a very important task, and you will be having more marks for this particular task. Okay, project. Okay, you must plan your project properly. Then the next one, the network diagram, or okay, your list of activities, you can convert into a chart. So that is called the Gantt chart. Okay, so the Gantt chart also a very important one. So you can make a Gantt chart by using some tools, or you can use okay Excel sheet. Okay, so anything, and you can convert. You have to make a Gantt chart. So this also many groups they have completed and they already submitted to me, and I gave okay the feedback also. So please please okay kindly do it. So up to this we have already completed. Okay. So what is going to be the next step means? So the next step is going to be okay a designing. So this is the next phase. Okay, we are going to start. So next phase I'm going. Okay. So before that, let me show. Okay, you can see. So this is for your project. Write the title. What are all the activities available? So the duration in weeks, dependencies, and person assigned. So please kindly go for 30 weeks. Okay, 30 weeks of durations you can take and you can fill it. So this activities, the list of activities, you have to convert into a network diagram. So draw a network diagram for the activities of your system. Then find the critical path. Which is the critical path? Find the duration of the critical path. Find the total number of paths. This is including critical path. Find the duration of all non-critical paths. Okay, non-critical paths means other than critical path. Then calculate the earliest expected completion time. So what is the expected completion of your project? So this is going to be a very important thing. This is task number 9. So up to task number 9, we already discussed and we already completed also. And this is the example. Okay, you can use this table to draw the Gantt chart, or using Excel you can draw, or some online tools. So free tools available. So if you go to, if we search, okay, and you have to simply register in that. That's it. Okay, using an email ID, you can register in some websites and you can draw the Gantt chart online also. Now, next one, I'm going for part number 2. Okay, so this is design. So designing is going to be a very important task. So you are going to have 3 weeks from today. Okay, so today is the 16th May. So from here, that means week number 12, week number 13, week number 14. So 3 weeks you are going to take for the design. But anyway, we are going to meet on the class. That means when the coming class on Wednesday, we are going to meet. Okay, and I'm going to see the progress now. So design solution. What is a design solution means? You are going to convert your project into okay a design. Okay, a diagram. Okay, you are going to draw a diagram for your project. So this is going to depend. Okay, this is going to change from a project to project. If you are doing a software related project, if you are a software student, okay, you have to choose a different types of diagrams. If you are doing a network project, means you have to okay change a different thing. If you are a security project, okay, a different types of diagram you have to draw. Okay, suppose if you are a software student means okay, not software student, any student, software or networking or security student, if you are using any database, okay, if you are using any database, so I'm using some tables, I'm using some database to store data means you have to draw the entity relationship diagram. So entity relationship diagram is very, very important if you are using any database or tables in any project. So mostly network students and security students, they may not use database. Suppose if they use any database, okay, you have to go for the data. Okay, that means entity relationship diagram should be available. Then, if you're having a software project, okay, so a pure software project I'm using, okay, for example, I'm using Java or by using some other programming language, Python, okay, I'm developing a software means other than ER diagram is must. If you have table, it is must. Other than ER diagram, the other diagrams you have to use like use case diagram, activity diagram, class diagram, sequence diagram. So these are all the system design, okay, the diagrams which can be used to design your system, okay, to design your system. So you can go for a use case diagram, activity diagram, class diagram, sequence diagram. Other than this, okay, sometimes people they may use, okay, what is it? Flow charts. They can use some flow charts, okay, some block diagrams, okay, block diagrams. So whatever you are doing your system, you have to convert into a diagram here. So you can discuss with your teachers, okay, because this is going to vary from one project to another project. Software projects will be a different case, network project is going to be a different case, security is going to be a different case. So kindly discuss with your teachers and you can choose the diagram, what is the diagram you are going to draw. Okay, so then you can draw in that. I'm going to show you some examples. Okay, some examples let me show. Now, if you are having a network diagram means network project or software security projects, here you must draw the topology diagram. Topology diagram is going to be a very important one. What type of topology you are using? Okay, so topology diagram is very important. So topology means how the devices are arranged or how the computers are arranged in your project. Okay, so this is the topology. Suppose in network program project, I'm writing a program. I'm developing a small program inside. Okay, in the networking project or security project means you have to go for the flow chart. Okay, you have to show that particular program how the program is working. Or generally in some projects, okay, you may use the block diagrams also. So block diagrams means just, okay, like using some boxes, what are the components available. Okay, so you can just draw some boxes and you can connect it. So this is going to be step number one. Okay, this is the second step, okay, like that. So block diagram also you can draw. So this is not going to be fixed one. Okay, this particular phase, that means the design phase is not going to be a fixed one. Depending upon the projects, it is going to change. I will show some projects. Okay, I will show some examples to you so you can understand very clearly. Okay, now, so this is about the diagram. Now, let me show. This is an example, a use case diagram for library management system. Okay, library, okay, that means for library they are developing a project. For that, okay, they are giving a simple use case diagram they are giving. So what does it means? See, so I'm taking the library management system, this is the software. So what generally we are doing in the library management system means, so the students are going to the library, so they are going to show their card, they can borrow some books, okay, they can use the books and they are going to return the book. Okay, they are going to return the book. So this is a very simple example. Now you can see the example here. So a student is a this is a member, and librarian is a person who is always available in the library. Now what a library can do, okay, librarian, so he can issue the book, okay, he can return. Suppose if anybody returning the book, he is going to take that book, then librarian is going to maintaining the books. So these are the tasks. So maintaining books, it is one task. Calculating the fine, this is another task. Returning the book is a task. Okay, task or an activity. Then check the availability of the book. Okay, issue the book, verify the member, register the member. Okay, inquiry. So these are all going to be the task. These are the tasks we have identified in the planning stage. Okay, task or activity. So inquiry, this is one particular activity. So that means a student is coming, a student is asking, I want a book for. computer security. Now, so the librarian is going to search. Okay, is going to enter the keyword, and automatically in the system it is going to search and tell book available or not. So if it is available, how many copies available? So this is going to be the inquiry part. So inquiry is going to be a task. Then the next one is a new member is coming. So a new member is coming means we have to register that member. So we have to take his name, okay, his full name, email ID, phone number, okay, complete address. So everything we have to take it from the user and we have to register it. So registering member, this is going to be a process. This is going to be a task. Then the next one is going to be issue the book. Okay, now the member is coming. The member is asking, I want this book. Now, before issuing the book, he is going to verify whether he is already a member or not. So, if already member means, okay, for him, the book will be given. Then, the next one is going to be the returning the book. So, what is returning? The user is going to return the book once. So, if the member is returning the book, okay, is going to calculate the fine. Suppose if he is submitting, if he is returning the book very late, okay, 15 days time, you can use this book freely 15 days. So after 15 days, if you're taking more time means, okay, they will calculate some fine every day 1 real, okay, you have to pay. So this is going to be calculating the fine. So these are all the different tasks available, and this is going to be the two different users, or okay, the end users, that means the users of your system. Okay, you have to relate it. So in the initially, okay, we already discussed who are the users of your system. So member and the librarian, these two are the users. Okay, and these are all the different tasks. Okay, we are having different tasks here. So this task, okay, they are going to implement. Okay, this is going to be a use case diagram, a very simple use case diagram. Then what is the next stage means? The next stage is going to be, I'm going to take this registered member, this task I'm going to take, and for this I'm going to draw a separate diagram. Okay, so the next one, okay, you can see here in the next one they are taking activity diagram. Now they are going for the activity diagram. So what is the activity diagram means? Take every activity. This is one activity, activities. So you can choose all the activities, and for every activity you have to draw the activity diagram. What is going on inside that? So in the registration means what is going on in the registration, register member. Enquiry means in enquiry what is going on, what is working, okay, how it is working, okay, the steps very clearly you have to mention. Now you can say the activity diagram for issue books. So we are taking issue the books. Okay, so this task we are taking. Issue the book. Now for issue the book, what are the things happening? What is happening here? Means inquiry about the book. So the user is coming. The user going to ask, he is going to inquire, okay, I need this book. Then the next one is, okay, checking the availability of the book. Okay, this is not okay, OF, of the book. So they are going to check the availability of the book in the system. Okay, that means the librarian is going to give a keyword and he is going to check whether the book is available in the library or not. Yes, if it is available, if the book is not available, okay, we are having conditions here. If it is not available, okay, I'm going to say book is not available. So process is completed. If the book is available, means now the member, okay, that means the student is asking the book. So now we have to check whether he is a valid member or not. If he is a valid member, yes, he is a valid member, means we can issue the book. But if he is not a valid member, okay, I'm going to ask him you how to register first. So now you are going to register, okay, he is becoming a registered member, then he is going to continue the process. Suppose he is already a registered, he is a valid means check, okay, the number of books issued to the member, how many books he is having. So there will be a limit. Every student can have 5 books, or every student can have some, okay, 6 books. You can fix your own condition. So if he is having less than 5 books means, okay, say maximum quota exceeded. So if he is exceeding maximum quota, I'm going to say no. Already you have taken 5 books. I cannot give 6th book to you. So if it is not exceeded, if the quota is not exceeded means you are going to issue the book. Then add member, book and issue details. So everything, all the details will be updated in your database. Okay, the process will be over. So each and every task I'm going to take, for every task you can go for the activity diagram. So you have to clearly you have to design which type of project. I'm going to show the next one. I'm going to show a security project. Okay, I'll show you a security project. Okay, the design part. So how they design. Okay, so this will be very useful for you. So this is how to design your project. So please kindly discuss with your teachers. Okay, your teacher first. Okay, you how to design what type of diagram you are going to use. Okay, are you going for the only topology diagram or block diagrams? Okay, or data flow diagrams? DFD is there. Okay, data flow diagram. Please note down DFD, data flow diagram. Okay, or you are going for the UML diagram. These are all UML diagrams. UML. Okay, UML diagrams. So, are you going for a UML diagram? So, which type of diagrams you are going? So, in consultation of your supervisors, please choose it. Okay, so then only the things will become easy. So this is the activity diagram for returning the book. So for returning the book, okay, you can see calculating the fine. So like every task, there will be an activity diagram. Okay, so this is about the activity diagram, how you can draw the activity diagram. So this is going to be the class diagram. Suppose if you are using, okay, any object-oriented programming language. So object-oriented programming languages means like Java programming language or Python programming language. So if you are using any object-oriented programming language, okay, you can go for the class diagram. If you ask me for a software student, okay, software projects, I will recommend go for the use case diagram first. Then in the use case diagram, you are having lot of activities. For all the activities, okay, give the activity diagram. Okay, that's it. Even if you are going for a software, sorry, network project or security project, if it is something like programming based, okay, if it is a programming based means you can go for this same use case diagram, then activity diagram for each and every activity. So I assume at least you will be having some 7 to 8 important activities. So if you draw that, okay, for every activities, then it will be well and good. Now, so class diagram, any object-oriented programming language if you use, you can go for the class diagram. So these are all the different classes. Okay, the same library example they are taking. Okay, they are giving a class diagram. Okay, you can see book is a class. Okay, then librarian, transaction, bill, member record. Okay, study books, magazines, journals. These are all the different. Okay, they are going to do the encapsulation here. Okay, so this is going to be a class diagram for library system. So my request is please kindly make sure, okay, what are the different diagrams you are going. And this is called the sequence diagram. Okay, so sequence diagram means all the entities will be available. Okay, you can see librarian, book, member, okay, and transaction. So everybody will be available. So the sequence, how the sequence is going on. So sequence diagram also given here. So different diagrams available. So what are the diagrams you want to choose? Discuss with your teacher and kindly choose. Okay, that is a very important one. Now, so draw the use case diagram for the proposed system. Then draw the activity diagrams. All the activities, okay, should have a proper activity diagram. Okay, so I request the students not to decide by your own. Kindly discuss with your teachers and you have to draw it. Okay, now the next one is going to be the entity relationship diagram. So this diagram is must. If you have a table, if you are using the tables, okay, in your project, so definitely you must go for the entity relationship diagram. Okay, so this is the entity relationship diagram. You can see books. So books is a table. Okay, publisher is a table, member is a table. So in the books table, okay, I'll just go for one. In the books table, you have, okay, author, the author of the book, book ID, title, price, and available. So this is a table. These are all the fields. So book ID is the primary key. Okay, book ID is the primary key. So primary key you have to mention. Then the next table you can see the member table. So what is a member table means? You can see the member ID. This is the first field. Okay, membership date when he joined. What type of member? address, name, expiry date. So expiry means how many years you are giving. Okay, for students means only 4 years or 5 years. Okay, so expiry date. So this is the table for the member. So here member ID is a primary key. Okay, you're using the primary key. So this is going to be the entity relationship diagram. In entity relationship diagram, you have to mention, okay, like one to one, one to many, many to one, many to many. Okay, so this you have to mention. So here it is one to one relationship, books and publishers. So this is the entity relationship diagram. So you have to draw the entity relationship diagram like this. Then, so the next one. Okay, so this is up to this is going to be the designing part. Okay, up to this is a designing part. So I'll show an example project. Okay, example design for a security project. Okay, let me show you for a security project. Just a minute. Yes. So this is a project, okay, security project, okay. They're doing denial of service attack, okay. Machine learning based denial of service attack. This is the title of the project, okay. I'm going to show you the design part, okay. So what are the things they are doing? You can see. So the first thing is they're using a block diagram. So what is a block diagram means? So they're having 4 different steps. So this is machine learning based. So they are going for a block diagram first. The first step is going to be the data collection. Then the next step is the feature and the machine learning algorithm selection, attack detection, notification or alert. So this is going to be the block diagram. Now in the block diagram, roughly they are giving 4 different steps. Then they will explain everything. Data collection, they will give you a different step. So what is going on in the data collection? So in the data collections, they are collecting the data, a traffic generator. Traffic generator means like they are going to generate the packets. Then they are capturing the packets by using the tool called Wireshark. Then they are going to insert this in a database. They are going to keep it in a database, only one table. Now, so they are going to download some data from the internet, and these two things they are going to merge together. So this is going to be a signature database. So this is data collection. Then I'm going for the next step. You can say feature and machine learning algorithm selection. So this is going to be the next phase. So in the next phase, okay, feature and machine learning algorithm selection. So this is going to be a separate steps. They're explaining. So from the database, so the database they created here. So from the database, they are going to categorize the data. They are going to divide the data. Then they are going for the feature selection. Then they are going for the model training. And finally, the model is going to be ready. Then the next step, okay, is going to be the third one. What is the third one is attack detection. Okay, you can see here in the block diagram, attack detection is given. Okay, so the attack detection, they are going to show the attack detection here. So what is happening in the attack detection? Then the next step, okay, it is missing. Actually, it should be there. So the next one is going to be the notification and alert. So okay, notification and alert means that means it is going to say it is attack or not. So okay, they are not given that. So these are the 3 major steps: data collection, feature and machine learning algorithm selection, and attack detection. So notification and alert means just the information. Okay, it is going to give an alert message. If any attack comes, it is going to say it is an attack. Okay, so this is going to be the different steps. So this is how you can draw. I'll show one more also. You can see here. Okay, up to this is going to be the design. Now the next stage is going to be the prototype. Okay, that this is going to be the last phase. Okay, this is common for all the groups. For all the groups this is going to be common, so please kindly listen carefully. For prototype design you have 15 marks actually. Okay, so this will be given by the external examiners only. Okay, so this should be available in your report, and also it should be available in your presentation. So what is prototyping means? Prototyping means you have to design, okay, you have to design your software, okay, by using some okay, what is it, prototype softwares. Okay, there are some tools available. Okay, there are some tools available. By using that particular tools, you have to draw the prototypes, okay, for your system. What is this prototype, teacher? Okay, nothing. It's a easy thing. So what does that means? Suppose, okay, you are developing a mobile application. Okay, I'm giving an example. If you are drawing, okay, if you are giving a mobile application, if you're developing a mobile application, now, okay, you have to take this and you are going to draw what is going to be your first screen. Okay, this is called the prototype development. Okay, what is going to be the first screen? Okay, for example, in the first screen, okay, I am going to have a menu, register new user, okay, something like that, some different options available. Now if I click on the first one, what is going to happen? What is going to come? This is going to be the second. This is called user interface design. Okay, user interface design, that means you are not going to write any program here, but simply you are going to design how your first screen will be. So if I click here, it will take me to the next screen. So how the next screen will be? How the next one, this is called prototype. Okay, teacher, if I click whether it should go to the next, no, just you are going to imagine, okay, in the paper, you are going to take a paper and you are going to draw. My first screen is going to be like this. These are the options available. You can write your name of the project. Okay, you can write the name of your project and this is going to be my first screen. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the second screen, third screen. Okay, if it is in mobile applications, you have to go for a mobile application like this. Now, suppose if you are designing any web-based projects, okay, if you are developing any web-based projects, means you can see I'm taking a entire screen, okay, a monitor. I'm going to draw. Okay, that means the name of the project will be available. So this is going to be the dashboard. Okay, welcome to, some message will be available. Then there will be some menus. Okay, menu 1, menu 2, menu 3, menu 4. Okay, it will be like this is called site map. Okay, it is just like a site map. Okay, now so you are going to draw. This is my home page. Then if I click the first one, my first page is going to be like this. Then if I click here, okay, the second option, okay, my second screen, my third screen. So this is going to be, okay, your, what to say, the prototyping. For this also, you can use some software, okay, some online software you can use, okay, proto.io. Okay, there is a very popular software available, Proto, Proto, proto.io. So this is a software. You can use proto.io or you can discuss with your supervisor and you can choose. Or better, I will draw in the system itself directly in Microsoft Word. I'm going to do it. Okay, it's good, well and good. Okay, so there is no restriction, but prototyping is going to be a very important one. Now, I'll show the prototyping for this project. That means for this security project, you can see here. So prototype design. So what they have done means for prototype designing, there are some methodologies available. Okay, you cannot just like that. You cannot give. Now there are different methodologies available, different methods available for writing for developing a prototype. Now, in this project, you can see prototyping model phase. So they are taking some different phases. These are the different phases they are taking. So they're explaining about this. What is first one? Okay, your requirements, quick design, build a prototype, then okay, initial user evaluation. Okay, you have to evaluate. And if you want to do some changes in the prototype, you can do some changes. Then finally, okay, you are going to implement. So prototyping means this is a step-by-step process. First, what are the requirements? A very quick design, building the prototype, user evaluation. That means you are going to repeat. This will be repeated several times. Okay, first time you are going to fix. If it is not good, you can change it. Or if you're planning to move something here and there, you can do it. So user evaluation, then refining the prototype. Okay, so these steps will be repeated and finally your prototype will be ready. Okay, so this is going to be how you can do, okay, prototype design phase. Now the next one, you can see they're writing about this phase, all the phases, and finally they are going for their particular design. Now in this project, this is going to be the first the first screen or the first model they're developing. What is that? See, scenario one. So this is going to be a network. This is an IoT network, Internet of Things network. Here there are two attackers available. This is one attacker, and this is not, he is not an attacker, he is a malicious node. Okay, he is a malicious node. Now, so from the sorry, not malicious, legitimate. Legitimate means not an attacker. Okay, not an attacker. So it is an legitimate node, good node. Now, this person is the attacker. So the attacker is sending the packets, is going to attack the IoT device. This is the first case. Only one attacker will be available. So this is a design. So their project will be like this. So they are going to keep so many IoT devices like this. There will be one attacker, and this one attacker is going to attack this device. Then the next one is going to be second scenario. You can see the second scenario. In the second scenario, they are going to increase the number of attackers they are increasing. So how many attackers means now you can see one, two, three, four. There are four different attackers available. So they are going to attack. They are going to create a denial of service attack for this IoT network. So by using your diagram, okay, this is not the previous diagram. Okay, this is not the design. This is going to be a topo. What is it? A prototype. By using this, okay, a user can easily understand your project. So what type of attack is going on here inside this? Okay, how the packets generated. So this is going to be the previous one. This is going to be the design. I can draw a flow chart for that, or I can draw a activity diagram for that. That is different. So by using this, the overall idea. Okay, so by using this, easily a user can understand what is this project. Okay, this is going to be your prototype. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, there are four attackers will be available. So the four attackers, they are going to attack your network, the IoT network. So only two legitimate nodes. These are the two legitimate nodes. They are not attackers, non-attackers. They are coming from outside. Then you can see the next scenario. In the next scenario, they are going to have a distributed denial of service attack. So a single attacker in between this is called a botnet. Okay, this is called a botnet, and their target is going to be a single person. So this attack will be more heavy than the previous one. So this is going to be the third scenario they are doing. So the fourth scenario is going to be sending different types of packets. Okay, ICP packet, UDP packet, TCP packet, sync packet. So four different types of packets they are going to use to attack a single target. So this is going to be okay the prototype. So by using the prototype, so easily they can understand. So there are four parts available in this project. So first phase is called scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 3, scenario 4. Okay, how the scenarios means. Okay, this will give me a clear idea for us. So this is going to be the prototype. Then you have to convert okay everything completely, everything from the beginning. You have to complete. Okay, you have to make it as a report. Okay, this is a report, a sample report. So this report I will give it to you. I will send it to you later. Okay, so first I want you to complete two things. You have to complete. What is that? The first one is going to be the design. Okay, the design phase you have to complete. Then you have to complete the prototype phase. So both the phases you have to complete. Okay, then you can go for the next stage is going to be preparing the final report and PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so I hope you understand everything. Okay, if there is any doubt, please kindly put it in the group itself. Okay, in our group itself, so that everybody will understand this. So we have 4 weeks from today. Okay, this is week 12, 13, 14, 15. So only 3 weeks for the designing and all. Last week your report should be ready, and maybe mostly in the 15th week or in the 16th week we will go for the final presentation. Okay, so please kindly do accordingly. All the best. Thank you very much.